Hey guys, Grumpy here with a compilation of some of the fights that I meant to include before releasing the Maximizing Profits episode of the Terra Incognita series. This will contain spoiler fights for the endgame, but I mean, you've already seen the ship, so it kind of really doesn't matter. This is just a little bit of in-between combat that I've been doing. Um, it's 5 or so fights, I believe. I have to go back and check. But anyway, hope you guys enjoy. Hey guys, Grumpy here with a pretty exciting fight. So this is spoilers for the late game. We are going to do the Ziggurat fight. I need the Ziggurat because the next stage of colonization is going to be farming for alpha cores. And in order to farm alpha cores efficiently, you need a decent ship, which the Ziggurat is. So in order to do the Ziggurat fight, you can do this at any point in the game, but it does come up if you follow the main storyline. But it is a nascent gravity well that is right above YMA, so we will go ahead and jump in here. As soon as you get transverse jump, you technically can do the fight. So we'll jump in here, and here is the Ziggurat, so we'll go ahead and engage. Now, this is the fleet that we chose to bring. This is very devastating for the Ziggurat. So we have high-intensity laser Paragons with maximum range. We have an Astral that has MIRVs and Piranha Bombers, as well as IR Auto Lances. And then the rest of our fleet are Dooms. The Mind Spam is insane against the Ziggurat, very effective. This should be a one-sided fight. So we'll move into engage. We'll deploy as many ships as we can, which is not going to be that many. That's fine. We'll actually go... Yeah. We'll go for 2 Paragons instead. So we'll hit deploy. And rather than move up to the Ziggurat, we want the Ziggurat to come to us. So in case it blows up any of these ships, we'll still be able to reinforce very quickly. So actually give the rare reverse command and have everyone begin to back up. Now the Ziggurat has its moats. Those are these things. They do corrosive damage to your ship. They also do EMP damage and they leap across your shields. So you want to be careful with that. And we'll upgrade this to a defend command, and we'll just push everybody there. Okay. All right, so while we have the Ziggurat's attention, we'll go ahead and make sure that we keep our shields, our fortress shields enabled. Okay. Our Dooms are a little too committed to the defense of that, so I do want them to move into position. I'll have you guys attack as well. And this should be fine. We may lose our ship here. That's okay. We'll put the harpoons on auto fire. Nice. So we get the job done. A little messy, could have been cleaner, but you know, no casualties. So we will recover the Ziggurat. Little bit of dialogue. We will recover this. Yes, thank you very much. And now it is part of our fleet. So, a couple of things with these Ziggurats. If you attack a faction with the Ziggurat in your fleet, they will immediately identify you. There is no way to hide it. It is a ship of legend, so you will be discovered. But you can attack remnants, which is what we are going to use this ship for. It is very effective against remnants. When we engage them, we will be able to eliminate them pretty effectively, actually. The last thing that we want to do is we want to head north east of the alpha site, because there should be a cache somewhere back here. If we hit the 7 key, yep, there it is. And in the cache should be some exotic weapons protected by 2 fulgents, I believe. Fulgent and 2 glimmers. So we will engage them. I mean, we should just be able to solo this, honestly. Actually, maybe not. I forgot we just have high intensity. We just have lasers. So let's bring in some backup. I forgot we only have lasers, so we won't be able to break down their shields, which is fine. We will go ahead and back up here into our dooms. Okay, cool. So we get the job done here. We will consider ship recovery. This is a little bit of spoilers, but we'll take these glimmers. I'll pick through the wreckage here. And now we get to explore the cache, and we get a Rift Lance, which is really nice, antimatter S-arm launcher, which is fantastic. Shock repeaters, great point defense. And then a cryoblaster. That's not my favorite of the exotic weapons, but it's okay. Hey guys, Grumpy here with a very exciting development in the Terra Incognita Advanced Colony Guide. I am in my neighboring system here. If I go to the map. Here are our colonies. I'm in the neighboring system, Concordiance. We will go ahead and attempt the Hypershunt fight. So I recently acquired a Radiant from farming in the high warning beacon sector. I fully integrated the Alpha Core. I showed the build off. Well, actually, I don't think I recorded that, but I fought some Luddic Pathers and showed the build off there. But here is the Alpha Core. So helmsmanship, field mod, target analysis, missile spec, systems expertise, ordnance expertise, combat endurance, and point defense. A very solid build, but there is a lot of room for improvement. So what we want to do is secure some exotic weapons. So this is the fleet that we're bringing along. I'm fairly confident in the fleet. Honestly, this is overkill, but let's go ahead and engage. So if you want to fly into a star system, or sorry, if you want to fly into a star, you can emergency burn into it, but if you don't have, what is it? containment procedures, then you are going to impact your combat readiness. Instead, what you can do is you can just go dark and you can fly up to the object. And you'll negate the push from the star. Alright, so we'll go ahead and engage the automated defenses. We will stay in the Ziggurat for this fight. And we will deploy as many ships as we can, which unfortunately is not that many. And the goal basically will be to subdue one of the Tesseracts while our fleet works on the other one. So we'll give the engage command, we'll put everyone on it, and then we will go ahead over here. Yikes. Bring in a Fury. See if we can't disable some of its weapons. It's not quite within Reaper range yet, but we're getting closer. I don't know if our Odyssey will be able to tank much longer. Nope. Valiant effort, though. This does free up space for more ships. I don't know if the Doom was the right call here. Stay still. So annoying. There we go. Jeez. The main thing is just pinning them down. If you can pin them down, then you can deal with the rest of the nonsense. Go ahead, spin around here. Help our Doom out. And the Radiant with the Paladin PD will save us. And at this point, we can just go full assault. We might lose that Doom. That's okay. The fight is won at this point, so we just need to clean up. Okay. There are cleaner ways to do the fight, but I had confidence that we'd win regardless. We just have a much better quality of ship. Even if we do have Doom pilots that like to detonate mines on top of themselves. Nice. So that concludes the fight. We'll recover our ships. And we'll pick through the wreckage. And we're looking for really nice exotic weapons here. And we do get them. Okay, so we get Reality Disruptor, which is really nice. Rift Cascade Emitter. That's going to be perfect for the Ziggurat. We're looking for a second one when we go do the other Hypershunt fight. Resonators are good. Our Rift Beam is phenomenal. Mini Pulses are great. Really happy with this hull. And now we get the option here to rebuild the Hypershunt. We don't have the Transphotonics or the metals to do this yet. You do need to bring it all in one batch, which is a little annoying, but definitely possible if you bring a couple of Atlases. It's not necessary. We don't have a Hypershunt tap anyway, so we want to get the +1 industry if we completed this. So that is the first fight. There is another Hypershunt that I'm interested in doing, if I remember where it is. I believe it's also nearby. So Hypershunts can only appear near blue stars. Here it is. So Delta Nu Pandera. We'll go do that one as well and collect the weapons. So let's head over there. We need to repair first though. And we can make some small upgrades for right now. Actually. Okay, for us, we want to replace one of the Tachyon Lances with the Rift Cascade Emitter. Could also do a Reality Disruptor. No. I'm gonna give the Reality Disruptor to our Radiant. And then as far as small weapons go, actually, I guess that doesn't really make a difference. We'll upgrade our Doom with mini pulsers. Unfortunately, we don't have that many. And then our Aurora, we can put a shock repeater on the front of it. I think that's fine. You can get a cryo blaster and a cryo flamer. Probably want the cryo flamer on the front. Yeah, I want to do heavy blaster, but you don't have enough. You wouldn't have enough flux for that. Alright, instead we'll just stick to Phase Lance and Cryo Flamer. So same thing here. Our strikes we can go ahead and upgrade to Cryo Blasters. That's going to be a little iffy, but I think it'll work. And do something, Cryo Blaster. What else? I think that's good. Good enough. Alright, let's go ahead with our new upgrades and try to take on the other Hypershunt. Oh, he definitely needs supplies. And we will just borrow them from the colony. And let's head over here. So the Rift Cascade Emitter is really powerful because it is an EMP damaging ability that can shoot through shields. So you can basically knock a ship offline from full shields. So you can get flame out very early on into the fight. And then the reality disruptor is the EMP ability. The Rift Cascade Emitter is a more powerful Tachyon Lance. Alright, so we want to jump in here. Give ourselves a day or two to fully repair. Our fleet is so expensive. Definitely worth it though, but just so expensive. Ship maintenance, recovery. It's our Radiant. I'm fine with the Radiant having a little less combat readiness. So we'll go in here and move into engage. We'll just burn in. Oh, whoa. We'll do this one a little differently, actually. I want to group my fleet together. Oh, I wanted them to deploy back here. I didn't want them to deploy this far forward. That's fine. So a much different fight from the first engagement. The Rip Cascade emitter gives the Tachyon Lance a little bit of area damage. So to conclude the fight, I will just tell everyone to rally on me, and then we'll deal with the smaller pieces as they appear. Oh, gotta be careful. We don't want to lance our own ship. Let's go ahead and bring in an Aurora. Actually, the Apogee would have been better in this situation. Let's back up. I decided to dump Flux in front of double Cryo Flamer is not the best choice, but we should be fine. Let's be a little careful here. And then full assault. The Radiant should be able to deal with the rest of this. If not, our moats will. Your moats don't normally do damage, but they do damage to fighters. They can blow them up. So pick through the wreckage here. We get a Rift Torpedo Launcher, which is fantastic. Love to see that. We get another Rift Cascade Emitter, so we can have twin Cascade Emitters on our Ziggurat. And then same thing, we don't have enough to build the Hypershunt up. But anyway, that is the fight. I'm gonna go ahead and swap this out for this. Our CR is already low anyway, so it doesn't make a difference. Yeah, I'm glad we have matching Rift Cascade emitters. That's not always the case. So in the next episode, we will go full bore into farming alpha cores as well as scouting better planets to colonize in order to maximize our profits. And I think that will wrap up the Terra Incognita Advanced Colony Guide. It's a shorter one, I know, but when it comes to colonization, as long as you are deliberate and you have a good plan, your colonies are going to be prosperous no matter what. Hey guys, Grumpy here with Bounty. I just want to show off what the upgrades can bring to the fight. So here we have a Lion's Guard midline Bounty, triple Pegasus, or triple Executor, a bunch of Eagles, bunch of Falcons. We should be able to tear through this fleet, no problem. So they do have the officer advantage, so they're going to be able to deploy more ships than we can. That's fine. Let's go ahead and do this, and then we will, you know what, we'll just rally around this nav buoy. We'll let the enemy crash into us. Normally I'd spread out my fleet, but for this I just wanted to be concentrated here. So we'll upgrade this to a defend command, and then we'll put everyone on it. So the reason why exotic weapons are so devastating is because they leap through shields. So it becomes a very, very, very effective weapon at dealing a large amount of damage quickly. Let's carry on here. So gimmick ships like monitors don't really stand a chance against these exotic weapons. Ships that have tough shields like Paragons, they also tend to get blown up pretty easily. And then anything with a weak shield is very likely to get overloaded. Let's see if we can destroy that hammerhead. Yep, of course we can. We'll go ahead and dump flux. Deal with this really quickly. Alright. This is a little scary because those high intensity lasers do a lot of damage. So we want to make sure that our motes are attacking this Pegasus or Executor. So that we can at least disable one of them. Okay, and I think all the executors off the battlefield, so at this point we're just gonna go for full assaults. We'll let our ships have a little bit of fun. Oh, there's one more executor left. No problem. Our Radiant should have no problem dealing with it. Oh man. Fury got too close to the Executor when it blew up. This fleet is an absolute joy to pilot. Okay. Looks like a single Sunder got away. Let's see if we can't blow it up. Looks like we do. Well, we covered the Fury. The Executor is a midline ship, so we can't recover it. Let's pick through the wreckage here. Get a nice suite of weapons. Oh. We have too much fuel. We get a nice suite of weapons here, and we can carry on. We were looking for this bounty or this base. It's affecting our colonies, so we want to destroy it. So we'll engage the orbital station. This should be fun. The only problem is a lot of the ships that I fly with are faster than me. So the Ziggurat ends up getting left behind often. And the Ziggurat is a really nice shield. Brutal. The Ziggurat is a really nice shield for the rest of your fleet because the motes help deal with fighters, and they also disable enemy weapon systems. we have a lot of EMP damage now, um, thanks to the exotic weapons. So it's a little less of an issue, but earlier on, it was a problem. Let's take this, take that. Nice. And yeah, our colony crisis was creeping up there. So we get minus 70 for blowing up that base. Alright, let's go ahead and return back to the core worlds, refit, and then head back home. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed that little demonstration of the fleet. Super excited with that, and excited to continue on developing our colonies. Anyway, other than that, Grumpy out.